And hello. It's time for more Genshin Impacts. And today, we are continuing on with another story quest. I'm actually a little behind on when I was supposed to record this because I realized I didn't do enough daily commissions to get a key. But I ended up doing it, obviously. And now I got to start saving up for the next key so I can do the Nilou mission. But we're going to be going with the Sino mission. Based on when the 3.8 update comes out, it looks like I'll probably get the Sino mission, the Nilou mission, and the first Nihida mission done. And then we'll be having a summer event going on. It will take a little while till we get to these. And then we probably won't even get done with all these before the Fontaine update drops. But for now, we're going to do the Sino mission. So unlock. Let's go to our quest. Sands of Solitude, suspicious smuggling case. You decide to take a look around the academia. Huh, and I guess I'm kind of in the right spot. Kind of. We should probably get closer. Yeah. Literally, I just finished up the whole Genius Invocation event, where you find out about the origins of Genius Invocation TCG. And we're about to go into the next event already. Only a few episodes between them. There's so much stuff coming out, so... What else can I do?
You two? Just a moment, please.
Yes.
You're the Traveler in Paimon, right?
Yes.
I thought you two looked familiar.
We should.
People have been talking all about you.
As they should.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment?
I guess.
There's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Who are you?
My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the Academia. You're friends with Sino, right?
Yep.
I've heard him mention you before.
Cool.
Currently,
I don't know how to respond
Sino
to
is
that.
out investigating a case involving smuggled canned knowledge.
More of it?
It's been days since we've last heard from him.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine.
No. Do you think he's in trouble?
I doubt it.
Well, to be completely honest, it's pretty hard to imagine anything that could pose a threat to Sino.
Mm-hmm.
But since we haven't heard from him, we're starting to suspect that the case might be more complicated than we had originally thought.
Fair.
Word has it that you two are brave, smart, and extremely capable adventurers.
And then there's Paimon.
Do you think you could lend us a hand and help investigate the smuggling?
That was rude.
All right. Since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Do you have any further intel regarding this case?
Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. Sino suspected that there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that.
Don't know how.
Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. Last we heard from Sino, he was investigating somewhere outside Sumeru City. It seems that he had found some leads at the time, but we haven't heard from him since.
Sounds like we better go look for him. Come on!
His investigation might have dragged them further away, if this is the matter. Sands of Solitude, especially since it's called Sands of Solitude. We're probably going out towards the desert. Look for clues outside of the city. This away? I haven't even gotten these Palace of... Yeah, I haven't even gotten these waypoints. Maybe I should start that. Yeah, you know what? Navigate, but teleport. We're gonna get ourselves some waypoints today. Yeah, this way. Howdy, fellas!
Wheel of life.
He was trying to hit Zhongli. How dare you? Alright, I think they're all handled. Damaged mask, nothing rolled that way. Something did roll this way. It's just a Sunsetia. And a stained mask. Ooh. Alright, waypoints. Some peaches that don't look very peachy. Wait, where is this waypoint? Ah, there. Let's go ahead and drippy droppy down here. And got it. I think now I should make my way to this waypoint, and then we'll go to our objective point. Objectively speaking. Excuse me, I don't want to battle you, so steer clear. Tag helmet. What would I just say? Oh, that's nasty. I'll have to deal with that at some point in the future that's not now. One of these days, I'll get everything done in the game. Me and my completionist self, but there's a lot in this game. But I'm still a completionist. It's kind of a downfall of myself, I would say. Or it could be a positive, depends on how you look at it. I just say it takes up a whole lot of time. All right, and waypoint. All right, what we got over here, over here, over here? Sino! I see him! Yo, Sino! What up, though? Or are we acting like we don't see him now?
Sino! There you are! We finally found you!
Just had to get a few waypoints first.
Ah, it's you two.
What'd you
I knew I
expect?
sensed a familiar presence.
I mean, who did you
But I'm
expect?
very busy at the moment.
We came to
We'll have to
help.
chat some other time.
We heard about the case of smuggled canned knowledge.
That's right! Nabil asked us to come and check on the situation.
So Nabil told you about this?
Yeah.
Divulging my location without authorization. I'll let it slide for now.
You're not still on
This
vacation,
isn't
are
the
you?
time for that.
This doesn't seem like a very
I
vacation
see.
thing to do.
Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information.
Very little
Long
canned
story
knowledge.
I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
I am. That's what we're here for.
Sounds pretty complicated, but having a chance to catch bad guys with Sino, it's like we're a part of the mantra. All right, sign us up!
My mom's always happy to do something interesting. Or tasty. One of the two. It all depends. All right. We're going this way? Let's see. Can we see where we're going from here? We're going to that little hut. Kind of looks like it. Ore. It wouldn't hurt to pick up a little bit of ore on the way, would it? Stay out of my way, I'm going for ore. Always gotta be starting some, huh? Alright, let's go ahead and hit him with a bam. Wait, give me that one. Hit him with a little bit of another bam. And now we climb. Without Miley Cyrus references. Oh, no. Don't fall. Please. I don't have to climb up again. It's a waste of time. Huh. Uh-huh. What's going on over here?
Is this all you got? Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If
I've
you
seen
see
a scene like
something,
this in
buy
GTA.
it. If not, then keep walking.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
Did we catch your eye?
What does the academia think they're doing? All right, I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have.
Not very observant, are
I
they?
don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff. Whatever. How
Are they
much
supposed to
do
be
I owe ya?
gems?
150K. Show us the Mura, and you'll get the goods.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
Make them an offer that can
It's
refuse.
Sino! When's he ever gonna let up?
Never?
Hey, forget the goods. Let's split.
But don't forget the Mora!
You know, going back for the money is how you always fall. Always.
Done! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
Paimon is very
What is
intimidating.
this?
I would
He's got
back down if I
backup
were
now?
you.
Doesn't everyone say Sino works alone?
You got a friend now, huh?
I don't like the look
Is that
of
a
this.
problem?
Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
It's over.
Give up?
It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
Not very dedicated to the
Just like
cause.
the
huh?
others I've cut. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right, I have one
So we're
question
taking them
and
off the
one
chain?
question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
And do you have any good
Well,
geniusification cards?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
You said every 5 days. How many days has it been since you picked this up?
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything.
And how do you still have
The
something
stock
now?
we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
Seems this isn't getting us anywhere. Sino wasn't kidding when he said Intel was hard to come by.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation.
Ooh,
I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming,
you're an insider.
so they cut all contact with these dealers. When you were trying to escape,
An insider
you
that's
said
close to the
something about me
case.
working alone. Where did you hear that from?
Are you kidding?
Good pickup.
We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you.
Insider trading? No, that's not what
But
it is.
here we are.
I didn't. No,
I
it's
guess
not
we
anything
never
like
stood a
that.
chance.
Data mining?
They already
That
knew
probably
all
works
about
best.
me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation.
So we got to go after the
If
big
only we had
potato.
another lead. Like a merchant who
How come
sells
that's never the
large
term?
amounts of
You got
canned
small fries
knowledge.
and you don't have the big potato?
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like nothing?
No, I'm fine with turning her in.
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Okay.
Whoa! Judgment?
That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Sino meet Dory.
Actually, we're mistaken. We don't know any merchants.
I see. Anyway,
We're not very
I'll
trustworthy,
think
are
of
we?
a way to deal with these two and then continue gathering information. If you manage to learn anything,
Gathering.
you can find me
knowledge.
at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
What was that?
Hey, what's with the attitude, mister?
You could do a lot more than
got
what
a
you
problem with
expect.
that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people.
An illegal
the
deal.
buyer and the seller.
But it's an illegal
We
deal.
don't need people like you butting in on our business here.
But it's an illegal
Think about
deal.
it. If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
Or to throw in a dump like all those ET games for the Atari. That was so horrible that it just filled up a landfill. They must have their own
The
reasons.
academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway.
Yeah, they
I
probably
just
wouldn't.
hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished.
Ooh.
All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
Okay.
You think you can scare me?
You're stuttering.
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this. If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the palace of Alcazar's array. Let's go!
Okay. Dory. How did Paimon know she'd be here? I'm pretty sure we've never been here, considering that all the waypoints around it I had never been to before today. But there you go. Yeah, I ain't never been here before. This is new to me. I'm gonna drop down as close to the ground as possible so I don't die to fall damage when we get too close. Hold on, let's get the viewpoint. We got another picture. I'm putting that right in my scrapbook. Wait, I picked that up. This is one counted. Oh, I still want to go down there and get that order. Now's not the time. All right, there she is. Hi, Dory. You tell Dory what happened with Sino.
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention.
Do you know who is smuggling the canned knowledge?
No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it?
It's a dangerous
That's right.
business.
With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it
I guess
seems that group
understandable.
of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up. Sounds like we came all this way for nothing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, not completely.
Arr.
Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over.
So you're just waiting it out.
So that the industry can become more fairly regulated.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself.
Pretty much. Is selling canned knowledge really that lucrative?
Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price.
Naturally.
Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made. Then why does the academia prohibit selling canned knowledge? Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right?
Mm-hmm. It's very true.
Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems.
Which are?
First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second,
like saying that the South
excess
won the
use of
Civil
knowledge
War.
capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability
No,
to think.
that would be
You'll
bad.
end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge. Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Not in particular, but I don't think there was anything wrong with it.
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount.
It's like drugs.
Anyway, back
Little
to the
bit,
point.
that's just right. It's medicine. Too much, it's poison.
Smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is.
Distribute information of the Court of Desolation.
What's that?
She trying to rhyme it?
Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret.
Rumor has it.
That with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any research of the ruins is strictly banned by the academia.
Rumor has it
Is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation.
Ooh.
Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation.
Why use canned knowledge to distribute information? What's the purpose of hosting an auction?
Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution. As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction. Who knows, we might find some leads there.
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location.
Saw this coming.
As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this for. I've got it! 500,000 mora per kit! That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 mora.
What? That's super expensive!
No need to worry, little one. Sino's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him.
Okay.
All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open. I'm sure the General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. And I can only imagine the funds he's allocated for investigations. Oh, maybe I should charge him more.
We better get going. If Dory keeps at it, we'll be out of mora.
All right. So now we got to go to... Oh, we're still getting more stuff. Limited edition desert travel. Special travel packs. Hold up. Where are the notes that we just got at? This is not it. The beginner player badge. I need to play some more. Here we go. Information regarding an auction that Dory collected and compiled. You can find details concerning the canned knowledge auction being held in the desert here. A travel bag you purchased from Dory. All manner of curiosities are contained within. You can't quite make sense of its contents, but on further examination, they all seem to be quite useful. Okay. It was pointless to look all those up. But let's go find Sino. He said he's at Caravan Rebat. And set him up for it. There he is. Oh, I was not expecting a dude's face to be there. Hi, Sino.
Sino! We got news for you. With the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation.
Dun dun
They're hosting an
dun.
auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel,
Thank
but
you.
is it reliable?
It should be. This is all we got to go on for the moment.
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers.
Dun dun
According to
dun.
past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering.
And how they
They are not
enter.
some ordinary ruins. So the academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity.
Yay! We did a good.
Regardless,
He's
we
not
need to
talking-
go
done yet.
into the desert.
That was a long pause. Are there many people trying to study the Court of Desolation?
Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead. Death is often the greatest grievance for many people.
Yeah, I've based a
Though
lot of
they're
stories
fully
around
aware
death
that the
when I write
chance of these
stories.
rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge. Do you know where the auction is taking place?
Yeah, we do. We got a map.
Good. We'll go
You paid
investigate.
good dollar for it.
But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
Huh? People tailing us?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
That's
Would you like
Sino
help?
for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
Yep. Let's go ahead and leave on a field trip. Let's hold hands. Oh, should I be walking to give the illusion that I'm not concerned about somebody following? Yeah, screw it. It's taking too long. Oh, come on. I wanted some meat from this little... There we go. Where the meat? Why do I feel like this happened before? Nope. Nope. Lower. How low can you go? This ain't really lower. This is higher.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we?
Yeah?
I would think twice if I were you.
Why? Is there a specific reason why we should think twice? I think our first thought was fine.
You.
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back.
But that doesn't mean that we
you
have
must
to.
be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
Because we're curious about the smell. We're here to help Sino. He's our buddy.
Right. We won't just sit back and do nothing.
Ha! Have you really thought it through?
No.
You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino? My
Of course not, it's
employer
his
said
job.
that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough.
Reduce it to 0.
On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Because it'd actually be a
Is
damage
that
to his
so?
reputation.
Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Tell him.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
A new punching. Surrender.
Sharing my knowledge.
A new punching bag.
Stabilize.
Eyes.
Quicken. Hit them. Don't let up for a second. Is it gonna be reinforcements? Yup.
Lucky today.
Why aren't we welcome here? Why are we not, but you are?
Justice is served.
Woo! We are not Grizzly now. You think you're gonna win? You're not gonna win. Get it?
This doesn't change anything.
Yeah, it does.
You're
You
in
lost.
over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it.
No, you won't. What's that over his head?
Let's get out of here.
Shouldn't we follow them? That's what I was thinking.
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain.
Okay.
Besides, it might also be a trap. I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well.
We're constantly targets. It's okay.
You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Wait, hold on. There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes.
Some people are trying themselves to do
You'd
it.
be
It's kind of creepy, though.
surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation.
I can
They
see
may
that.
even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you.
Ooh.
They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact.
Have you encountered that kind of situation before, Sino?
Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Are we gonna get a
I was
flashback?
carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
Whoa, who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions.
He did it.
His name is Taj Radkani,
He did it.
a very well-respected Matra.
He did it.
You'll have the chance to meet him someday.
It was him.
Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
Taj did it.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
We've also experienced a lot of sticky situations.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
It was showing us that we had to go this way, which I find strange, but at the same time, I guess we'll take it. Why do we not? You know? I should have gone straight to that one. This is literally taking us straight to the auction. Or, and I don't mean my puppy, whose name is Ori, so we often call her Or. Wait, let's go down here and get these ones.
Crumble.
Wait, don't roll away from me. Please. Got it. It's right here. Nobody showed up for the auction.
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off under.
It was just nighttime though. Why is it hot? Maybe we should take a break.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer. This is not a good place to rest anyway.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Sino?
You might be more used to
Of
this.
course, but I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Yup.
Care to share any tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations.
Keep it
We
moving.
must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop. Just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Whoa! Where did these scorpions come from?
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
Uh-oh. We don't have Sino to use during this?
Take this!
Wheel of life.
Yeah!
Let me grab this. All right, back at it like a bad habit.
Yeah! Yeah!
Is this the big daddy over here? Oh no, it's just a dead one.
Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Well, they here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. They were raised by someone.
So you mean
Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here, nobody would ever know.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are?
good question?
Stay still.
They put a bug on me? That's deadly from the academia.
Here's the answer. They must have planted this on you.
Huh?
When?
What is it?
When they do
A
that?
miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it?
You could track down who made it.
Could someone from the Ksharawar also be involved?
Possibly.
But that doesn't seem right.
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed! Why would it be on him?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier.
I'm sorry. I didn't even notice.
It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Thank you for making me feel better about
You
it.
were able to find it, Sino. Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
Thank you. Surprised that we weren't already at the auction, because I thought that's where we were heading. This away. Do you got any more teleporty points? For the Zap Zap Zooms? I'd like it to Zap Zap Zooms. You little mushroom things, stay away from me. I'm trying to get somewhere, okay? And you guys are not a part of it. Excuse me.
Solidify. Yeah.
No goodies from you. Boom. All right.
Back again! How many of them are there?
A lot, apparently. Why do I feel like we're about to fight that Ruin Hunter that's down there? Should be fun. I haven't fought one in a long time. And I hate that I'm not getting any goodies from it, from these things. Because they were owned previously. I don't have an Animo user out and I don't feel like pulling one out. What does it take to open you? Is it? There's a lot of canned knowledge just sitting there.
Weird. Is this where the auction is?
There's nobody here.
Yeah, not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
There'd be
They
somebody
didn't
around
waste
it.
any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
All right, let's take a good look around the area.
All right. Let's look at our first clue. Ordinary canned knowledge seems to have nothing to do with the Court of Desolation. A large amount of canned knowledge has been piled here. Enough to fetch an extremely large amount of Mora at market price. Whoa, tumbleweed. I'll take that bird egg. I feel like it should have cracked if I let it hit the ground. Scattered footprints may not have been completely buried by the wind and sand, but it's impossible to speculate the direction that the merchants escaped from. The merchants escaped from the footprints. Of the merchants who escaped from the footprints. The sumpter beast is drinking water leisurely. It seems to be completely unaffected. So, do we have anything from all that?
Did you find anything?
Not really.
No, nothing in particular.
Only some average-looking knowledge capsules.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will remain hidden here. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then.
So that's why you wanted me to carry the tracking device?
They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left. Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
Dun dun dun. All right. Back the way we came. Wait. Boom. That's what I like to see. I think I may have actually gotten enough for the daily. But it never had to get some more.
Quake!
Get a little bit more. Is there any more I want to call them teleport points, but it's not really what they are. There are any points that make it go faster. These are fun. All right. How much more? It's just up here. Come on, Zhongli, you got this. You got it. Climb, you Animo Geo God Archon thing. All right, we're pretty much there.
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right?
Probably. Yeah, this is far enough.
Yay. Let's rest for a little while before we go back to find Sino.
You sit and rest for a while nearby.
It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction. Let's go. Maybe Sino's finally found some leads.
Maybe. All right. So, do we teleport any closer? Yeah. I do remember seeing this waypoint on our way over here. All right. And then let's go down, down. Yeah, let's go down, down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It doesn't look as green down there. Like the canned knowledge just isn't around no more. Boom! Hi, bird things. Excuse me, bird thing. All right, I got this foul meat. And I don't mean that it's bad.
Oh, looks like Sino caught someone.
Yup.
So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tip him on everything you know.
Does he know anything about the smuggling? Does he have an important role in the auction?
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I'd laid low and observed for a while instead. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
He's a big potato.
Yes, impressive. You certainly
He's not
live
the
up to
big
your
potato,
reputation,
but he is a
Sino.
big potato.
If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Of course he wanna.
Greedy? What do you mean by that?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were
Obviously.
just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
Nah.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
No, I'll talk. But
I want
before
to see him
that,
do it.
perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere? If we
You feel
stay
eyes
here,
on you?
chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
Should have thought of that
Alright.
first.
Where do you suggest we go?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, traveler.
Okay.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Sino's watch?
Yeah.
Seriously, what can I even do?
I mean, to be honest, you're kind of already trying to pull something under his watch. And that's when he nabbed you. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Have I gotten these before? Yeah, I have. They just looked very unfamiliar. Hi there, kid. Your dad's a criminal.
Dad, you're back. Oh, we have guests? Hi there.
Hi.
This is my daughter, Simin. She can be a little shy of strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
You're hurting your daughter.
Everyone knows Sino in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
We're the Traveler and Paimon.
This is the Traveler.
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Sino, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Nah.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people.
And?
Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Sino. And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse.
You think he does this to be thanked?
Why are you so bent on putting us out of business?
Because it's bad
Everyone
business.
has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do.
He's talking like he's still going to be
Okay.
around.
I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor. My daughter was
Bold.
born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk. That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling
illegal
canned knowledge.
Yeah, through illegal
right.
activity.
With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival.
Yeah, that's
I
why a
wanted to
lot of
tell you all
regulars do
this
it,
so that
or get
maybe
into
you
it
could
at least.
understand and change your mind.
At least initially.
Please, stay out of this, Sino. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
Just get him into a better business.
I must
You can
get
do
to
that.
the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
Yup.
I
Agreed.
somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Go to the back of the house with Sino.
Whoa! Look at all of this!
Those ones aren't green.
Yes, all neatly packed away and organized in boxes.
What does it mean when they're not green?
To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this?
Thought that was
Such
obvious.
a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen.
Yeah, they look prettier.
Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this?
What is what? Some sort of marking we've never seen before? Do you know what it is, Sino?
Yes. It's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection.
It's your buddy, Taj.
I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier.
It's
But how
Taj!
they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery. The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe.
It could be a misunderstanding, although it's not. It's definitely Taj.
Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler?
Go ahead.
Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia.
Probably.
If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention. You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Can we just talk to Nahida?
Sure thing. Leave it to us.
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
All right. The recommendation that Sino wrote for you represents trust. So leave it at that. Bring Sino's introduction letter to Nabil. Aight, let's go back to Sumeru City, the academia. Could he be in on it though? Could he be asking where is Sino because he wants Sino to not finish up the investigation properly, to just give up and come back? We wouldn't stop him, so it would be bad to send
we
us.
Meet again.
Hi.
Have you managed to find Sino?
Yep, he's still at it.
How's he doing?
You give him the letter from Sino.
I read the letter and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious. Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
It's alright.
All right. We wanted to help Sino too.
He's our buddy with bad dad jokes.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter, but with this letter from Sino, it shouldn't be a problem.
Maybe this is what he was waiting for. Forbidden research?
That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, majority of the related files will be destroyed. But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me, I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Sino is looking for.
The restricted repository. Sounds kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
Okay. All right, so go to the repository to gather information. Repository. Repository. This is not the repository. Restricted repository administrator. Uteba. Uteba? How do you say your name? Explains the situation to the repository's manager.
Okay, I understand. Since Sino is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions.
Okay.
I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
Sometimes. Activates the device, and a secret door opens in the wall.
So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
You also know Sino. Of course he does.
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Sino happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
All right, we'll do a leggedy split, like, if we can get out of the cutscene. All right. So search for clues in the repository. Ooh, secret text. Records of the Harvatat researcher being sentenced to prison for deciphering forbidden documents. That might not be it. Anything on the shelves? Ooh, we got some sparkles here. Ooh. Sealed materials, the Court of Desolation. This should be what we're looking for. And now I got a lot of reading to do. Despite repeated prohibitions, research on the Court of Desolation in the past decade has increased without ceasing. Researchers who study the history of the Court of Desolation mainly go through three stages: discovery, investigation, and fanaticism. The earliest stage of research is the relatively basic discovery phase, which causes little to no harm. The results of those discoveries will show that treasures related to life and death may be hidden within the Court of Desolation. This is also where the rumor of bringing the dead back to life may begin. Following the initial phase is a prolonged investigation phase. All documentation regarding the location of the Court of Desolation has been vague at best. As a result, the structure itself has never been truly discovered. Many researchers deplete their resources searching in the desert, only to find a scant few remaining stone tablets with the words, "Entering the Court of Desolation comes at the price of one's life." Two different interpretations of the line have quickly emerged as a result. Some believe that the price of one's life is the key to entering the Court of Desolation, while others asserted that it was a requirement for the court to appear. Because the Court of Desolation has never been discovered, the latter view gradually became mainstream. As a result, many researchers went in a short period of time. Overtaken by the fervent desire to make the Court of Desolation appear, they attempted to sacrifice their lives. Relevant research became increasingly dangerous and was actually banned. But even after that, many academia scholars secretly continued their research. It was not until 7 scholars, including Ratada Radkani, were arrested in that research into the Court of Desolation were arrested that the research into the Court of Desolation entered a period of stagnation once again.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here.
Uh-huh.
Have you found anything yet?
These researcher names sound familiar.
Huh. It reminds Paimon of Sino's former partner.
Mean Taj?
His former partner. That would be Taj Radkani.
Ah, the last
not
name.
Far off. Mortada Radkani was Taj's only son.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Sino didn't know about it.
Is there any way that we can meet Murtada?
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison. You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him.
Like I said,
I would
Taj
say
is
he's
in on it.
probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty.
You sure about that?
Countless achievements.
You might have thrown that away
His
when his son died.
reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be
You
Sino's
could have thrown that
only
away
partner.
when his son died.
Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Ah, right. I heard Sino mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position.
Where he could pass
I wonder
can
if it
knowledge
had anything
on
to
with
do
his own
the
seal.
Mortada incident.
Taj was already very well known by the time Mortada was born. So when Mortada came to study at the Academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure.
Living up to his
He had
dad.
an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Mortada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of Academia rules. Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He
Didn't
begged
expect
for
his son to kill
leniency,
himself,
but
though.
Taj wouldn't agree. Shortly after, Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late.
That's the most graphic I've
He
ever
never
heard
had a
them
last
talk about
chance to
something
see
in this
his
game.
son.
But they've only talked
Since
about
then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I had no idea that
I
happened.
don't think that's it.
That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay, Traveler?
You said Taj comes to the repository. Taj has gone through Murtada's research files?
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now.
I suspected the moment I heard about him from Sino.
Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research, but this is Taj we're talking about.
Exactly.
He'd never do anything against regulations. Never.
Except for after his
But if you
son took his
claim
own
that the
life after
canned
arresting
knowledge
him.
was originating from the Academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect.
Uh-huh.
Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation.
Hmm.
There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the Academia without anyone ever noticing.
But even so,
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death, or even bring the dead back to life, right? So maybe Taj is trying to bring Mortada back. Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that.
He is.
I'm just telling you what I know.
He is.
It's the job of the Matra to find the truth and track down criminals. Do you have any questions?
Nope. I got
If
it all.
not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Alright, we out.
Paimon's
Deuces.
kind of confused. What should we do from here?
Let's go around and ask somewhere else.
oh, now that I think about it, Sino suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the Academia, right?
Uh-huh.
There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the Academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
It's Taj. That's
Alrighty then.
worrying to hear.
Let's go ask around.
He doing it though. That's the problem. Are we reading anything else? It might be good to have more information. Mechanical life forms research data. Wait, what? That could have been good for the last mission that we did. Anything else? I'm supposed to leave. All right, let's leave. All right, out we go. All right, inquire about the recent shipments. How do I get there? Guess I just go outside, talk to the person that's standing here at the corner, and then talk to the person that's down there. Person down there is talking to somebody. Adar?
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
He's stalling.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe
But I
you should
cannot.
ask someone else.
Why would you not notice, fam? Huh? Did they put him closer because people knew that we would talk to him first and he wouldn't actually give us anything? You. Janam.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
He's in on it. Ask the guard for information. He said no quickly. Really quickly. What do they mean lower? Is it really lower? This guard? I am.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm
Just answer the
checking to
question,
ensure
dude.
Nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it.
Isn't that who developed the tracker that was on
He's
us?
been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
We're dropping frames right
Well,
now.
the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But you know what happened?
What?
A man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I
Boom!
couldn't question his word, could I?
Yes.
Impossible. There must be some sort of mistake.
Nope.
There's
Taj
no
did it.
way Taj would ever...
Just calm down, everyone.
No, I won't believe it.
Believe it!
Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him.
Nah, you changed after his son died.
Wait,
You gotta accept that.
I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
You really think he's gonna say yeah? He runs off and returns with somebody shortly later. Denial is just not a river. Only
As
a
I've already
river in
told you,
Egypt.
I don't have any way to contact Taj.
Why not?
A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I
Reported
realized
escalation.
it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire. But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
Taj did it.
Group of Eremites?
Taj did
Really
it.
the one making all the canned knowledge?
Or he's just a part of it.
No way. Taj is just like Sino. They're considered heroes among the Matra.
Taj
no
did
way
it.
that he would...
Taj did it. Let's go to his home and have a look.
Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Don't cover for him if we find that he is guilty.
Don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
But he did it, oh. Alright, where's Taj's home? Let's go ahead and teleport over here. Just know that Taj did it. Let's see. Sorry for cutting through your garden.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
He did it.
What should we do then? Do we break in?
Yeah, bust down the door.
No.
What you
Wait,
mean no?
The door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry?
I guess now we don't have to
Well,
bust it
anyway,
down.
We're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission.
Taj did it though. There's no other option though. We have to do this at least we have to do this in order to clear his name at least.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest.
And that'd be too late.
It's an emergency. I just hope Taj doesn't mind.
He won't mind because he did it. You enter Taj's home and search around.
What's this?
It's a paper
Evidence.
full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries. I have a feeling that Sino might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
Maybe he's aware of it. Even so, he won't back down.
You're right. That's just who he is.
Yup.
As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Sino and let him decide how to proceed.
I think I know that place. I'm looking at the surroundings. I feel like I do know this place.
If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts,
He did.
then I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak.
Yup. Let's hurry up and finish this up. I want to mark on the map where we're going.
I also don't know him very well. Maybe Sino will know what to do.
All right, we'll give these to Sino and see. Let's go.
All right, I want to see if I can figure this out on my own where it is. I want to say here. No. So there's going to be a body of water and a temple nearby. Here. Put that marker there. Just because I think that's where it's going to be. Wait, let's go back to the map. Zoom out. We got to go to Sino. He's still hanging out at Aru Village. I bet he's not actually there anymore. I bet he moved on. And now we got to chase him down. I want to see how close I am with my estimate. Just know that Taj did it. Sino is still here. Sino! Taj did it. I'm sure you don't want to hear that, though. Tell Sino everything that's happened.
Well, Sino, what do you make of it?
Taj did it.
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man.
Well, he
Although
undid his
would
laces.
resort to extreme measures from time
Or
to
he's
time.
hanging them up.
He would never do anything against his beliefs.
So do you think
But
he's the
beliefs
one
can change.
behind all this?
Yup.
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change.
Yup.
Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons, we have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become.
Evidence is stacked against him now.
That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself.
Because he regrets letting his son die.
Time is ticking. Let's go.
Nobody said it would be easy, though. Find the quarter destination according to the instructions on the map. What'd I say? What did I say? We'll take away the pin. It's not needed no more. I think this is the better place to teleport to because we might have to come at it at the top. Although I can see it happening underneath as well. So let's glide. It's gonna be a long one. Wait. Ugh. Could that tent be it? Nah, it's a little too far away from the marker. Let's zippy zappy over. Zippity zap. Ooh, that's a pretty looking chest right there. Not gonna bother with it, but that's a pretty looking chest. Boom. Don't get triggered by my presence, please. And enter the... It is lower. It's underneath. The marker is basically where that tent is, though. Well, it makes sense to be down here. You got to go into it, and there's going to be a whole domain. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And here we go. We need a water, a dendro, and an electro.
This is how it must
Actually,
be.
nah, we got 2 out of 3. We'll be fine.
Sure.
Start. One of these days, I'll get other characters up to proper level. It's just not today. Starting off as Sino. I thought I want to start as Nihita.
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kind of nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry.
Yes.
You'll be safe with me.
Aw, that's reassuring.
I see everything.
Get in the business, Sino! Get in the business!
Lightning flash!
We'll dip in for a little bit of assistance here and there. I'll take the chest. Yay, goodies! I know you want my goodies.
These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Come on, let's order my special elemental skill. That was when we push this button.
Whoa, is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate?
It did.
It's not gonna start moving again, is it?
No.
Either way, we should be careful.
Of course we should. We're not on a familiar domain dungeon location. Why would you not be careful?
Take this! Stabilize!
Boom. Give me that chest. I'm good with the goodies. Well, now what be this? Oh. Oh. That's fancy. It's like the dungeon is moving around us. I like it. It's cool.
A passage! Hopefully that's our way in.
Hopefully. Any other chests? No? Okay.
That eye seems to be staring right at us.
Good point.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Alright, let's rotate. I think I know what we gotta do. Gotta push this. Start! And is there any other place to push, or do we just gotta rotate it again? Gotta rotate! Yeah, all we had to do was rotate. We didn't have to do anything else. Stairs are forming, but you can still fall off. Jump! Yo, Taj, where you at?
I see everything.
Solidify! Nowhere to run!
Taj, stop hiding. Come on out and fight me like a mantra.
Life goes on.
You go boom boom. You can really go boom boom. Paimon's view is being blocked. Now it's free. Are there any other chests around here? I don't want to leave any behind. Hey, yo, Taj. You got some splaining to do. Yo, Taji.
Taj.
Sino's disappointed in you.
Sino. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume.
Yep.
Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me.
Why?
Was it all your doing?
Oh.
Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Yes, it was me.
Why?
Explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
Bringing back your son to life.
I find that hard to believe.
Bringing your son back to life. That's the better way of saying it.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later.
That's because you got a short-sighted view.
Press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious.
More cynical?
You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them. I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die?
It'd be bad if I said yeah.
Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me, to the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him.
Nah, fam, you're gonna fail.
The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death.
Nah.
The power to even bring the dead back to life.
Nah.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close, Sino. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Already have what?
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life.
Yup.
In the end,
You're talking about
the treasures
zombies,
you seek
which is still
are
not the
nothing
same.
but myths and legend.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
Something else bad might happen.
I sense danger behind that door.
Yep.
There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
Yep.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once?
No. Sino.
Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things.
You're actually driving more people away
There is only
now.
one way for me to defend my principles. Then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
Let's get scrapping.
This power is mine.
You can spawn crocodile, alligator things. I don't know what they're called.
Surrender! Your sins weigh upon your soul!
Oh, we massacred him.
Your strength.
It's gone.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember.
Huh?
I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation.
Nah, dude, you are
This
easy to
is
beat.
only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
That taste of your power is like unseasoned chicken.
We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
Tell him,
I
Sino.
wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
Yeah.
I'll do what I have to.
You don't feel like you're making another
I still
mistake, Taj?
remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now.
It doesn't make you feel bad if
Even
you were to try and
after
kill
all
him?
this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you?
Shouldn't Sino be like doubled
You
over
wanted
if he's
me
really
to be
hurt?
able to find you here.
He just sounds labored, but he looks normal.
It was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list, but you will not fool me.
Sino won't be your
I had
fool.
my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
I didn't even see what his fighting style was.
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was
To be killed by you.
What's happening?
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together.
Probably someone from
I did some
Shneznaya.
investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization.
The Fatui?
People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
And that's why it was
No
banned.
wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost. Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out.
The damage on the wall, as we saw on the way here, you're going to destroy the Court of Desolation.
That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place.
Okay.
But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the Academia.
Ooh.
If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the Academia alone.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this as a test for me.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless, and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn.
He means to open the Court of Desolation, one must sacrifice their life.
You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself. I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
You do know that you
There's
drag
nothing
people
to
with
be sorry for.
6 children into this, right?
We are partners. If you
Or
see
maybe he left them
Mortada,
off the list.
send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
You're really just letting him do this and then walking away.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
All right, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
He just ended himself. Like, plain and simple. He just ended himself.
Huh? The Court of Desolation has...
Disappeared.
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies. Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end.
What about the organization?
To them, as long as there's Mora to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else.
The love of money
Their
is the
only
root of all
goal is
evil.
to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but it won't be long before they continue searching for another target. That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
He's gonna say no.
Thank you, but you've already done enough.
Yup. Told you you'd say
Just
no.
leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for me at Caravan Rebop 4 days from now.
4 days? Wait, there's no chest for us to get? Because he collapsed? Maybe there's a chest to get. Wait until 4 days later. How many days do we skip ahead right now? 1, 2. Wait, 2. We gotta wait longer. Man, this is a lot of waiting. I want to see what it looked like.
Let's go somewhere cooler.
Just keep fast forwarding. That's 4 days later. 1 minute passed. All right, go to Caravan Rebut. We're dead. We did it.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
What if he's secretly
Convicts from
involved?
the desert are being escorted through Caravan Rebot, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared.
What's the situation? What happened these last few days?
The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end. At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, Sino crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight. After that,
Of course he would.
people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the Academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the Academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Sino all across Sumeru. I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
Is Sino alright? He didn't get injured, did he?
He seems fine, but nobody knows the real situation. He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even some of our former colleagues. Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now. But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still always honored to have Sino around. By the way, are you guys here to see Sino? I think I just saw him walking in that direction when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
What if the sun came back to life?
Nibio.
Like, actually?
You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell then.
Find Sino and Caravan Ribat.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300
Oh, it's
people
Tanari.
to justice must feel pretty exhilarating. But I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Murtada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation. Murtada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant. After Murtada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks, toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
As it
Fine,
should.
I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time. If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will, and can help me collect more testing data.
Sino! Tainari! Oh, so Tainari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Sino?
That's right. Sino asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Simin. I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember.
Well, his
And
old
Sino,
partner
relax.
sacrificed himself.
You don't always have to look so serious, you know. Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG, huh? Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement.
Oof.
She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her. After some time, I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
You're gonna force her to touch grass?
Kale
That's
is
horrible.
leaving a video forest? What happened?
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek canned knowledge. So, I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
But what about you, Sino?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change, and no belief can completely resist the erosion of time. I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further. That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example. just as I gained courage from my own superiors and my partner.
Sounds like a lot of work. Hope it will make you happy, Sino.
I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know. There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj. But I didn't share details with anyone. I'd prefer to avoid revealing the location of the Court of Desolation.
Good answer.
I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
You got it, dude. You got it. And that is the end of the Sands of Solitude. Next time on King of Invocation. Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where is that? Huh. Not something that we're going to be doing anytime soon. That's for daggum sure. Oh, there was no achievements that we got out of all that? What? Hold on.
What?
Not enough Primo Gems. What was I doing all this for then?
3.
No, turn around, Shishi.
4. 2.
She's looking at Sino.
2.
All right. So that will be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, I got to get some more daily commissions done so I have more keys. Doses.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the race spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man marching Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesar. So if I was you, I probably wouldn't mention me